So in this video, I'm going to talk about three specific things. One that's really agitating me. That's going to be the final one. But the first thing I want to talk about is Melissa McCarthy. Oh boy, did she piss off a lot of Ghostbusters fans, including diehard Ghostbusters fans. Now, keep in mind, Ghostbusters isn't a male-based fan movie. Or saga at that. There's only two. There's a difference between trilogy and saga. Saga is two. In the film world, anyway. But, anyway. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that since the first trailer to Ghostbusters got thumbs down just by how bad the trailer looked on, how misleading the trailer was, and how this one doesn't even pair or tie in or continue remotely anything that the original started. People were pissed off. I mean, I'm pissed off that they decided to remake a film at Ghostbusters anyway, regardless of the cast. Because you don't need to remake a classic film. That's like remaking Gone with the Wind. Well, technically they can do that, but they won't because, people would be shitting their pants with anger because of blatant racism in there. Yeah, there is racism in there. But it's about the Old South, when slavery was a legal commodity, unfortunately. And it's like, let's just say Gone with the Wind, for example. So many people that love Gone with the Wind, and I'm including myself in that group, we would be so furious that you would butcher the film right away. Because there's no actor that can reach up to the status of Clark Gable or Orson Welles or Marlon Brando or Humphrey Bogart. Four of the greatest actors who ever lived. No actor in this day and age, in the millennial generation or the Gen X generation, can match up to them. And so, number one, there's no other actor that can match up to Clark Gable's Red Butler. Number two, there's no other actress who can fill the role of Scarlett O'Hara or Melanie Hamilton or Ashley Wilkes or any of the supporting cast. There's no actors that could fill those roles. Same thing with Ghostbusters. Regardless of the casting, you can't remake the movie because there's no actors who can live up or even give the characters their own spin, because it's impossible. You can't remake films like these. It's nearly impossible. You can't. It's like the rumors of Chris Pratt might be the new Indiana Jones. No, there's only one Indiana Jones, and that's Harrison Ford. So, you get my point. So the point being is that you cannot remake any classic movie or nearly any perfect film and expect people to be happy and filled with joy when it comes out, because people are so sick of reboots and remakes. And Ghostbusters looks so bad. Especially the second trailer looks so bad, and with regressive liberal humor in it, it kills the film. It kills the film. And it's already dead on arrival with how Paul Feig and company is dealing with the backlash. I mean, Melissa McCarthy, like I said, she insulted a lot of Ghostbusters fans by saying, the Ghostbusters here need to find a friend. Yeah, we do have friends, Melissa McCarthy. But guess what? That's not an argument for defending your movie. It isn't. That's not that's not an argument to defend your movie. That just proves that these quote unquote haters, the people that like the original Ghostbusters movie and don't think it could ever be remade perfectly as it what did in the 80s. It You're basically proving us right. You're proving us right that the movie looks awful. That too much CGI, too much, less practical effects than the original. Too much CGI. Slimer looks fake. And what the fuck do you guys do to Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? I mean, he looks like you should make him a walking s'more. And it just looks really, really, really awful. And the jokes are horrible. It doesn't even take place in the original Ghostbusters universe. Now that's not saying that us Ghostbusters fans or even diehard fans at that are are opposed to a Ghostbusters movie with all female cast. No, we're not opposed to that. Just do a different universe with a different name, like Ghostbusters: A New Generation, something like that. Because because what really has us pissed off is you take the Ghostbusters logo and just slap it on the movie and say, oh, it's Ghostbusters like the original, when it clearly isn't. It's some cash grab, and we all see it happening. It's going to plummet in the movie theaters because it looks that bad. And then you're going to say, oh, sexist, don't come to see the movie. No, it just does not look good. Because the movie does not look good, that does not imply sexism. However, though, there are true sexists who do not like women in movies. Who never liked women in movies. Rush Limbaugh, for one. He's a true sexist. If you want to talk about sexist comments on the Ghostbusters trailer, hell, look at what the shit he said about it. That's genuinely sexist. But once a Ghostbusters fans, said about the movie, oh, too much CGI, doesn't feel real, doesn't look like it's that family comedy like the original one was. Comments like that aren't sexist, they're genuine criticism. So, yeah, Melissa McCarthy just pissed off a lot of people, and this is a mega, you know what, I'm never gonna see it. Never. So, the other thing I want to talk about is Memorial Day, and why Memorial Day should be celebrated the way it's supposed to. Now, hold on. I bought this for $10 at a Dollar General store. It's not a cotton-made American flag, but it is an American flag. Now, red, white, and blue is the flag of our democracy. Stars and stripes, right? Okay, now who fights to protect us from, terrorists or anything that could do harm to us? Soldiers, right? Well, there were so many soldiers who died in World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Gulf Wars, Afghanistan, and Iraq, who died while serving, Iwo Jima at that, who died while serving, and this flag that we fly every day across America represents what they died for. And so on this Memorial Day, remember, it's to honor those who died while serving in past wars and in current. It's to honor those who are serving, but there are people who prefer Memorial Day to be about fucking summer shoe sales or short sales or Hawaiian shirt sales. That's not what Memorial Day's about. If you want to know what Memorial Day's about, honor those who died while serving. That's what Memorial Day's about. It's not about getting summer clothes for the summer on sale. That's not what it's about. You're doing a disservice to the men and women who died while serving for your right to live unharmed by thinking it's about sales. I'll be right back with the thing that really pisses me off. And this is the final thing that really, really pisses me off. So anyway, negligent parents at the Cincinnati Zoo yesterday were, mother had her son at the Cincinnati Zoo at the gorilla exhibit. And so, instead of, telling her son, no, you can't climb over there, no, you can't climb over there, instead, while she's watching the gorilla, her son finds a way into the gorilla pen. Oh, what's the mother doing? Staring off into space, probably. Not paying attention to where her child is. So anyway, the child falls into the gorilla pen. Now, this gorilla, who was shot because of the parents' mistake, did what silverback gorillas do, or what any gorilla does with their young, protect them. Now, when a gorilla or its young is surrounded by a lot of people, they get nervous for their young. So what did the gorilla do? Took the boy to another part of the pen where there is less people surrounding them, and helps the boy stand up and holds him close. Now that's a gorilla that showed compassion. That showed more compassion than the parent did, because the parent was showing gross negligence. And so, the more's like, oh my god, he's in there! Oh my god, he's about to swing it back and forth, ah! Which is bullshit if you watch the full video. They instead of using a strong tranquilizer, which there are a lot of strong tranquilizers that can knock animals out like that, in case any child or adult falls into a zoo pen, they have strong tranquilizers that can knock down an animal like that, okay? Instead of using a tranquilizer, what do? They shoot an endangered silverback gorilla and say, oh, well, it was a matter of life or death. No, it wasn't a matter of life or death. No. You had to please the spectator, so you fucking shot the animal. You pleased the spectators by doing that. And I'm part of the people that are so pissed off about this. This is the problem with zoos. You take animals from their natural habitat in order to protect them, but then you put them in a cage where they're surrounded by people like they're a fucking exhibit, like they're not a creature of life. And then you basically shoot it and say, oh, well, the animal's a No, the kid was not in danger. The kid was not in danger. The gorilla was doing what he thought was best to protect the kid. He got drugged through water. Big deal. People get drugged through water at pools. Do they get sent to the hospital? No. And so So, yeah, basically, you have people that's like, oh, at the Cincinnati Zoo, oh, we're so saddened by the death. You fucking shot the animal. You have no right to be sad about the death. You killed the animal without any reason or purpose to kill the animal. You could have shot it with a strong tranquilizer and it could still be alive. But no, you had to kill a 17-year-old silverback gorilla, which are an endangered group of species. Fuck you, Cincinnati Zoo. Fuck you. See ya, everyone.